As a dad of a 1.5-year-old and with a second on the way, I've been able to stay lean and also lose 10 to 15 pounds if I want to, because yes, I'm disciplined, but more so because I have these 5 systems that I implement that help me stay on track and set me up for success. So we're gonna go ahead and dive into it. If you're finding these things useful, hit the subscribe button because I'm gonna keep these things flowing out to you on a weekly basis. That'll set you up for your weight loss journey as a busy parent. The first tip that I have for you is pre-log your food. This is something that I do on a daily basis, and I track my food for the whole day before I leave the driveway and honestly before I ever get to work, because I will follow this. Look, as a parent, you're gonna stay busy. There's a lot of things going on. If you track your food, it's gonna set you up for success. So I love tracking all my stuff right inside the First Form app. I know exactly what I'm eating, and it increases the likelihood that I don't eat off of plan. So that's tip number 1 that will keep you on track. Tip number 2 that I'm gonna go over is make sure that you bulk prep protein options when it comes to your meal prep. Don't worry about making fine in-tune meals, everything like that. Focus on getting some protein options like beef, chicken, things like that. Cook a lot of it, enough for the whole week. And then it's easy to find things for your carbs, your fats, your sides. Like, those are very easy to do. So bulk cook your protein, season it how you want it, have it for the whole week, and that's one thing that's gonna set you up for success. Okay, so here's a little bit of a trick that not a lot of people are going to mention, but my third tip is actually save your biggest meal for the end of the day. This is something that I do. Typically, I'll have a breakfast, a lunch, and then that's really it for the entire day. And then I save a lot of my calories for the evening, because what this does, by eating a bigger meal in the evening, it's gonna save you from raiding your pantry, eating a bunch of stuff that you shouldn't because you're really hungry. So it's actually not what a lot of people think. If you save that meal, it's gonna set you up for success, rather than if you eat a bunch of your food for the middle of the day or the beginning of the day, you're gonna get to the end of the day, not have as many calories, you might be hungry, and it's gonna increase the likelihood that you're more snacky and you eat over the calories that you should, or just consume more than you should. Tip number 4 I'm gonna go over is, I call it the garbage disposal habit. Stop eating your kids' leftover food. Look, this is something I struggle with. This is something I have to fight against, because my 1.5-year-old, she will typically leave a lot of food. She won't consume all of it. It's really easy for me to eat the macaroni and cheese that's left over, eat the little snack brownies that she has and things like that. But here's the things, those little bits that you eat, they're gonna add up to 200, 300, sometimes even 400 or 500 calories. And that's just gonna completely throw you off track and keep you from losing the weight that you want. And you might not be thinking that you're eating a lot of food, but the truth is those little things are adding up, and it's completely throwing you off track. And it's something that I still struggle with. So I have to be cognizant of that. So that's why, like the tip number 1 I gave, tracking your food, pre-logging, it actually sets you up for a lot of success, because you already plan things out and you know that, hey, that extra food's not on plan. Point number 5, this is one, we're getting into some movement here. I set a standard of myself to move 10 or 15 minutes a day. This is something that I'll do. And the truth is, it's like, you don't have to necessarily spend a whole hour inside the gym. You just need to get out. You need to move consistently, even if it's a little bit of time. So set a standard with yourself of how much movement are you gonna do daily? Bare minimum. Don't set a maximum like, oh, I'm gonna do a whole hour every single day. No, you're not. This isn't the truth. I don't even do a whole hour every single day. A lot of my workouts don't even reach that hour threshold, and I can still stay lean and still stay in really good shape. So I set that standard for myself. On those busy days, I'm gonna get bare minimum 10 to 15 minutes. I might just move some weights for 10 or 15 minutes. Might go on a walk, I might go on a jog, but do something for 10 or 15 minutes every single day from a movement standpoint. All right, and that's the full list. Pre-log your food, cap your meal prep at 1 hour so you can actually make those bulk protein options. Tip number 3, save your big meal for the end of the day, save those calories. That's something that really sets me up for success. Point number 4, don't be the garbage disposal. Don't be grabbing your kids' leftover food and eating it. And then lastly, move 10 to 15 minutes every single day. So if this helped you out, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Also drop a comment below. I would greatly appreciate it.